Well, hello everyone and welcome to Andor Season 2 Episode 5. I have friends everywhere. Last time on Andor, we had the start of a new arc, basically. We have Bix and Cassian, who are on Coruscant, and now Cassian has left to go to Gorman, seemingly, on Luthen's mission. We have Mon Mothma, who is trying and seemingly failing to get enough votes to kind of overturn or, like, reject a proposition of some legislation or something, related to Gorman, I think. We have Cyril, who is now being relocated to Gorman and is secretly kind of trying to spy on the Gorman, like, underground kind of movement that is, like, starting to get uneasy about the stuff the Empire is doing on Gorman. And I'm excited. Let's just get started. Is she getting fed up? Is she gonna, like, do something bad against the rebellion?
I have friends everywhere.
Is that like a rebel code word or something? Scary looking guy.
What a pleasant surprise.
Just worried if I don't come now, it might be a while. Here.
When would you arrive?
Oh, God.
What do you mean custody?
Is this like part of the plan? Like Cyril's plan or not?
This is my office.
Take him.
Okay, this has to be part of the plan, I'm guessing.
We're not to be interrupted. Yes, sir.
Why are they spying on Skull then?
Well,
Oh, maybe trying to get like blackmail on him or something.
what else have we missed?
Oh, I like the sound mixing.
The finest collections have problems now and then.
I want it inspected and recertified.
What's... I don't get what we're meant to be feeling here. Like, why are we randomly spying on Skolden? Why is that affecting her emotionally?
51457, level 4.
Jesus. The cost of living in a mega city. You have to remember all these numbers. Oh my God.
How long it's been there, or if it's even operational or unknown?
He's a good actor.
We're bugging our own office.
Okay, I'm gonna pause just so I making sure I am understanding what's happening here. So, okay, Cyril is fully aware that he's being bugged. Like, he even pointed this out to Dedra before, like, when on the phone. It's like, oh, I think I'm, like, being bugged. All of my communications are being monitored. He's aware of that. The actual workers of the ISB, likely, they could also be aware of it, but they're not aware of Cyril's mission, because that mission that Cyril is on is a very, like, closed circle of the people that were involved in the room with when Krennic was there. So I feel like they're just being like useful, like uninformed people being used by Dedra and Cyril for their end, which is to, I can't really tell what the end is, maybe to like build up support for Cyril, to like get them on his side or something like that, like the people of Gorman to trust him more or something.
They were looking for a listening device? Which, of course, I either condoned or ignored or put in myself for some reason.
Without explanation.
I know he's obviously lying in this moment, right? Like he's fully aware there was a listening device. That makes sense to me. What I'm confused about is like, what is the story he's trying to tell them? Is it like he thinks that the ISB set up this mission, this investigation falsely so that they could place a listening device there in here, like in his room, and he's doing this so that these people that he's meeting with on Gorman, like these, I don't know what you call them, like the little underground group, so that they trust him more because of his previous record of being fired and interrogated by the ISB or whatever. Right? It has to be.
We think the ISB is running a shadow government.
My God.
And believe me, you don't know the half of it.
What?
Everything is proceeding according to his plan, right? Bix? Who on earth would be visiting her? It would have to be Luthen's assistant, right? No, I have no idea. Oh, Luthen! Oh my God.
No, not that. It's fine. He'll be home soon.
Oh my God. That was a great interaction, my goodness. Is Cassian dead? Is this a dream? I feel like every scene we get from Bix that opens like this is a dream, so that's my guess. You should put the gun down, it's not a dream.
You've been struggling.
I'm better than he thinks I am.
All he does
Oh my
is
God.
sing your praises.
Bro took her drug supply. Oh my God.
Give it.
She wants her drugs.
You need me healthy.
Cool scene, I like that. This is a bit stressful, oh my God.
It'll spark when it comes back
I
on.
knew that, I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Right here.
poor guy.
How did you ever learn this? Who taught you?
We're really trying to get that out of him, my God. I don't quite get what's upsetting her so much.
D'abord, t'essayes.
Affinage lo skebre na bord pliam.
True. The more info, the better when you're telling him.
I'm sure you have an opinion.
Hmm.
I needn't be reminded. I was there.
Wow.
How old were you?
7.
12.
God damn it.
Grand Moff Tarkin, right?
Goddamn Tarkin, man. Are we gonna see him? No, no way.
We thought there was safety in numbers. Who would land a cruise on a crowd full of unarmed citizens?
The great Grand Moff Tarkin would, of course.
He was killed, saving me. Haven't gone very far, have I?
Hmm.
My wife thinks it's insane we stay here.
It probably is a little bit. Oh my god, she's looking good. Aww.
Never.
Oh my god. They can have sex? Damn, that really turned him off. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Was that actually a sex scene? Is that what that was? Or was he actually mad at her? I don't know. I'm gonna go with sex scene.
You're a designer.
Trying.
I like this. Just him playing like a role, you know?
My friend suggested I meet your father.
Your friend might have come himself.
Unless I'm the friend. Right?
Hmm.
Or maybe I'm a snitch. And you're my payday. Maybe I'm ISP.
Maybe.
Maybe you just put everyone you care about into a cell.
Hmm.
I am who you want me to be. But that's just you getting lucky. You need to be more careful.
I like that. Oh my god, that was cool.
The people you have following me, they're just drawing attention. Send them home.
Cheers, Spider.
Perhaps I'll call it Cyril.
Or she's gonna like kill herself or something. Oh my god, this is a terrible life.
We have a source inside.
Oh my god, when Cassian learns who it is, oh my god.
Feeding false information is what they do.
It's unironically what they're doing.
You're aware of that.
The information is reliable.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Oh boy. Well, I guess it is technically reliable, but it's being used for a bad end. Thank god Cassian is here, because they were going to play right into Cyril's hand.
Excellent work, Cyril.
Thank you, sir.
Things are all going almost too well. I don't know, they're definitely not anticipating Cassian to be there. I feel like this is gonna make Dedra make some poor decisions, I think, at some point. Maybe Cyril too. Whoa, what on earth? It was like a crocodile or something. Oh my god. This poor guy. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine being stuck with Saul Guerrero until he decides that he's done with you. Oh my god.
You've seen too much.
Oh my god.
If you're ready, then I'll get rid of him.
Oh.
He's a good engineer. If I could focus on one single variation, one, I'd have the confidence you're looking for.
Is he gonna tell him?
Marquez Moon. Thank you.
It's a bit sus. Is this guy a spy? Did Saul give him the wrong information?
They'll find our micro.
Oh, that's what she's so worried about. Okay. I understand.
Let's put a bug in Davos Calder's office. At least directly back to
We
us.
didn't think bother you when we caught your Lauren lying.
Oh, seriously.
The horror
Ooh.
news.
2 years of bits.
I love these two together.
Agreed to it.
I'll let you talk me into it.
You're becoming insufferable.
I can't keep track of it.
Oh my god.
The radios, the frequencies, the messages flying around.
It's cool to see him be himself.
We have to take it out
Ooh.
at the party. We should be prepared.
Man, I never even considered, like... I don't know, Luthen might not be around at Rogue One, right?
And if I don't show up back home,
Ooh.
Traitor!
Okay, so he did suspect him.
We will be many passings away, drinking our Rhino in peace.
Oh no, he's become like a permanent crew member, hasn't he? Of Saul Guerrero. Oh boy. How do you even get yourself out of this situation? Don't say anything. Oh my god. Okay. Awesome. Whoa, awesome. Like a mounted camera, first person perspective almost.
Can you and your people do it alone?
Probably not. Yeah.
Not much of a revolutionary, are you?
He's trying his best. The best thing to do would be not to engage in what the Empire is planning, right? They want you to stir up shit. Obviously, they don't know that. Saw Gerrera? Who is this? Oh boy. Is that a polar bear? What the hell is that?
You could feel your skin coming alive.
This poor guy just has to listen to his monologue doing the most intricate thing ever.
They had a leak. You could feel it. So they all panicked and ran away, but it was new to me. Because she's my sister, Rido, and she loves me.
Oh boy.
You think I'm crazy?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes, I am.
True words have never been said.
It's not for the same.
Is he actually gonna motivate him? Wow. Oh god.
Let it run wild!
Good laugh. Was that the end? No. Whoa! Oh my god, that ended quickly. All right, another good episode of Andor. I feel like we are certainly doing 3 episode story arcs, is at least what it feels like to me, because the last episode definitely felt like a reestablishing of like a baseline or something like that. This one felt like a kind of build up of that baseline, and now it really feels like next time we're gonna have the payoff. Like whatever's gonna happen in Gormon, I feel like it's gonna like wrap up or like get to a climax next episode. That's what it feels like it's leading to. Now, the first thing I have to say is once again, I was gonna say I am confused, but I don't think I'm confused anymore. I think what's happening is that like there's confusion in the moment when I'm watching a scene, because there's like a lot of different ways to interpret what's being said, because the show doesn't necessarily outright say, I guess it doesn't like, what's the best way to say it? The show kind of expects you to keep up, and if you're not keeping up, then you're gonna fall behind, and I feel like I am falling behind a little bit, but I think it's mostly because there's like so many possible interpretations for like what could be happening in this story. Like one of them was about the Cyril ISB stuff, like how they go in and then they have that, they basically spy, or not spy, they try and find the recording device that they have intel that would be in his room. I don't know why, but in the moment, well, I do know why. In the moment, it's very confusing to me. I even like, I don't know if I included it in the actual edit bit. I even paused like during the reaction. I like talked about like why it was just so confusing to me. But I'm assuming I left that in, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But now I get it in retrospect, right? Like Cyril and Dedra and I don't know what his name, Hornigold, I don't know what his name is, the leader guy. They're executing their plan and they are in solidarity with each other. Like they're not deviating from it. There's no like weakness in Cyril or like he's wavering or anything like that. He is like very solidly on this plan. He is deceiving the local rebels of Gormon to kind of get them to be more ambitious and then act against the Empire so that the Empire can then strike back against Gormon and then go and take their resources, right? Like it is the plan. He's sticking to the plan. There's no like deceptions or anything. There's no wavering. I get it now. But in the moment when I'm watching, there is like the question of like, is Cyril wavering? Like how confident are they in the plan? Like are the things he's saying true? Are they like partly true? Like when he's talking about hating ISB, like does he hate ISB? Like it was just, I don't know. It's a little confusing. But yeah, that's my fault, I think, for just not paying attention enough and not remembering season 1 enough and remembering Cyril's backstory well enough. But yeah. Anyway, talking more about Gormon though, I really did like Cassian's like role this episode of taking on a new persona, having to pretend to be someone else. And the two scenes in particular were really good. One was the first scene where he sits down with the lady, the daughter of the guy, the leader, and he like calls her out for being not cautious enough. Like what if he was ISB? What if he was like a rebel? What if he was someone like who turned against the rebels and was trying to like earn money off them or something like that? It is true. She should have been way more cautious. She doesn't know the power that she doesn't know like the relative power between her and the person she's talking to, and it is really important to be more aware. So I like that. That was a really good scene. But then the scene afterwards where Cassian is like inside the shop and he's talking to the people and you kind of see, you're exposed to how, like the first scene kind of sets up how like they could be more cautious. The second scene sets up just how inexperienced they are. Like they think that like stealing something from the Empire is like a very big scary thing, which it is, but it's like something Cassian's done before, right? Like many times. Like even this season we opened it with him literally stealing a TIE fighter, which is like obviously night and day in terms of like probably the difficulty in stealing it compared to what they're trying to do here on Gormon, right? But yeah, it just exposes them as like this very inexperienced group who's fighting for a good cause of, you know, wanting to establish the independence of their planet, but they're in way over their head, and they are being played by Cyril and Dedra and the Krennic and everyone below him and all that. And Cassian is like good enough to at least be aware that this is a bad idea. I think to me the question is like, it did seem like Cassian is going to leave now, right? Like his mission here was to kind of, for Luthen, go and get some information on what he thinks about these rebels, whether he can trust them, like what their status is and all that. and now he could very well leave. But it is a bit weird to me, because I do feel like Cassian would play an interesting role here if he does stay, because obviously Dedra and Cyril are both very invested in him as a character and like capturing him and all that. So I think it would be really interesting to have him stay. It just doesn't feel like he is. I feel like he's leaving. But we'll see. Yeah, everything is climaxing or coming to a culmination in Gorman, so it is exciting. I'm curious where or how this will eventually go. So that's that. The other thing, this is like a very minor note I wrote down while watching, which is there's an interesting parallel going on that I don't know if it's like intentional or any even meaningful whatsoever, but it is something I picked up on, which is that we have two women who look very similar kind of visually, where I almost mix them up sometimes, and they're both operating the spy equipment. Like, you have Luthen's, like, second in command, not second in command, but, like, the lady who works at Luthen's shop, and she's, obviously, all the time we see her, like, working on the spy equipment and, like, listening in on conversations and stuff. And then we have the daughter of the guy on Gorman, and she's doing the same thing. And it is, like, very clearly being paralleled, and they just look kind of similar, and they, like, they both kind of look unhappy with their position at times. And it just makes me think if it's like a subtle commentary on, I don't know, the fact that even in the rebellion, there is inequality where the women are like, the men are kind of doing the more, I don't know, the more important, powerful jobs, whereas like the women are behind the scenes doing like the less important stuff that they want to be doing more, but they can't because like even the rebellion kind of sees them as lesser or something. I don't know, probably not. But it was like, it made me think about that at least a little bit. So yeah, that's another thing. Another thing this episode made me think about is how Luthen might not survive this. I mean, if anything, I feel like he probably won't survive this, right? Like, what is Luthen like after the rebellion succeeds? Like, after Luke Skywalker, like, blows up the Death Star? Like, what does he do? I can't imagine, like, a Luthen in a post-peace world. And I feel like the tragedy of his character would be, like, the type of character that he is in, like, other media that you'd see, like, characters like this in, is it would be a tragic story of, like, oh, he would fight for the rebellion, but in the end, he'd never get to see the fruits of his labor, right? Yeah. So how does it happen? Like, is it going to be this? Like, is it going to be Skolden finding out about him and then this leading to one thing or another and eventually leading to Luthen being imprisoned or killed or something like that? But it could happen. It could be something as small as this, like a little mistake he made, the stress of his job kind of getting to him. And yeah, I don't know. I'm very interested. This is a very interesting storyline. I just never seriously considered like Luthen not being part of the show anymore, but it could happen. And I feel like I'm fairly certain that this season is the last one, and I'm sure it'll, now that we're doing these 1 year time skips, considering we started with 4 years in the first one, and assuming they're going to be 3 episodes each, that gives us 4 time skips, which means we're going to go 4 years before Rogue One, 3, 2, 1, and then maybe the last episode will be like right up before it or something like that. So at some point, Luthen's not going to be here, but yeah. Exciting, interesting. Then we have the whole Saw Gerrera storyline, which I think to me the most interesting thing about Saw Gerrera is the fact that like the first time we see him as an audience, if you're like a big Star Wars fan, is in the Clone Wars, and it does really add to his character. Like you see, like he was a pretty normal person back then, like very extreme, obviously, like he was a rebel terrorist kind of guy, but he wasn't as insane as he is now. And it is kind of like a tragedy of like seeing the guy that he was and like what he is now, like sniffing in all this like chemicals and going crazy. And you know, he is right in the sense that he's fighting for the correct cause, but like I don't know, his methods are probably not the best, right? Yeah, I don't know. I like that continuity of character, or the feeling of continuity of character, even if it isn't necessarily like any continuity whatsoever. You know, it feels the same. Like I feel like one cohesive Saw Gerrera, and I appreciate it. So yeah, I guess Willman, that's his name. I think he's gonna become like a big Saw Gerrera, like hardcore like crew member now. I don't remember him in Rogue One. It is very possible he's there, and it's like an obvious thing that I should know that I'm just not remembering. But yeah, interesting. But my last note is about Mon Mothma, who was curiously absent from this episode. I guess it happens every now and then, you know, we don't have all the characters in every episode, but she wasn't in it. Yeah, don't have anything to say about that. But that's Andor, Season 2, Episode 5. I'm very excited. Hopefully next time will be a climax. We'll get some wrap up on Gorman, and then we'll see where the story is going to go from there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe right now. See you next time.